Douglas was taking the midnight goods to the other railway. He'd been doing this for the past 2 weeks. D199 was originally supposed to do this until he'd broken down. Since then, Douglas had been doing it, and he was not happy about it, let me tell you. But he carried on, as enterprising engines must do. But it didn't help matters that the Flying Scotsman was due to leave in a few days. And even the most confident in the Northwestern were starting to realize that they would soon need another engine. Soon though, Douglas and his crew reached the other railway, and as they'd done every other night for the past 2 weeks, stopped and asked the yard manager where he wanted the freight shunted. As this happened, a familiar and unwelcome face began glaring at Douglas from a distance.
Well, look who it is. Have you been here that whole time?
You put me here 2 weeks ago, you idiot!
Douglas just laughed.
I must have forgotten about that. Do you mind helping me short my train so I can get back early?
Help an old Scottish steamer like you? Certainly not. Even if my engine was working, which it isn't, I would not help you.
Fine then. How about you two diesel shunters over there in the shed?
The 2 diesels Douglas was referring to just looked at each other, rather confused.
Hey Dodge, yeah Splitter, is that old Steamy talking to us? I don't know. Is he asking to help us? No, he's wanting us to help him. Oh, well in that case, we're not helping ya. Yeah. What he said. Yeah, why don't you go get scrapped like all the others?
Oh, come on, help an engine out.
Then a voice called from the shed saying, I can help.
Yeah, well he said, wait, what?
The 2 diesels looked over at another diesel that Douglas hadn't noticed. The diesel soon spoke up again. Yeah, my driver's still here, so I can help. Douglas was a little surprised at this too, and replied,
That's very nice of you to offer.
D199 just stared in horror, as the diesel replied back, I'll be there in a second.
Oh, the boss isn't gonna like this,
The 2 diesels said nervously as the other one pulled away.
Oh, hello. My name's Paxton. What's yours? My name's Douglas. But if you don't mind me asking, why are you helping me?
Paxton smiled meekly and replied,
Well, my driver used to drive steam engines, and he said you were all hard workers, and, well, I'm a shunter, so I shunt.
And that's all you class 08s are good for,
interrupted D199 rudely.
You belong in a scrap pile with that Caledonian. We are modern and new, and...
Very rude, retorted Paxton. I'm beginning to see why they haven't even tried to fix your engine yet.
How dare you speak to me like that? Well, I'll have you know that I am the news.
Anyway, my driver says that we can take about half your trade so that you can get home quicker. Sound like a plan to you?
Aye, laddie. Let's get to it then. Everything bad. Are you two even listening to me? Oh, I swear. Puffball! Or shoved up your exhaust pipe.
Thank you for your help, Paxton, said Douglas.
Oh, it's no problem. Would you like me to take those trucks for you?
Paxton asked kindly. Douglas appreciated this, but knew he could get it done quicker himself. Aye, that's alright, laddie, but I'll do it myself. You just head back to your shed and get some rest. You have done more than enough already. Thank you.
Okay then. I hope you get back to your railway safe. Good night.
And with that, Paxton trundled away happily back to his shed for a long-needed rest. Soon after, Douglas had shunted his last remaining vans, and he was soon headed back for his return journey, when he heard a faint hissing sound. That sounds like a steam engine, Douglas thought. The hiss came again. This time it sounded almost despairing. Who's there? He asked. A whisper came. Are you one of the Fat Controller's engines? I am proud of it. Thank goodness, I'm Oliver. We're escaping to your railway, but we've run out of coal, and I've no more steam. Is it scrap you're escaping? Yes. Then it's glad I'll be to help you, but we must work fast. Both crews joined in. They took off Oliver's side rods and roped scrap everywhere they could. Douglas ran round and coupled to the front of Oliver. No time to turn around, he panted. I'll have to run tender first. As they ran along, a passing diesel soon spotted them. What's this? A steamer's escaping! Somebody stop them! Douglas puffed firmly on. Take no notice, he consoled. But they were stopped before they even cleared the first signal box. Douglas looked nervously over at D199. He was asleep. The foreman then came down from the signal box. A Great Western engine, a Western auto coach, and a brake van. You can't take these. Can we now? Said Douglas's driver. They're all for us. See for yourself. Douglas's guard showed him the labels and papers. Oliver's crew, hiding in the coach, could hardly dare breathe. Seems in order, said the foreman grudgingly, but it's queer. Sure, and it is, began the driver, but I could tell you queerer. So could I, interrupted the guard. Alright, you're good to go. Right away. That was a near thing, puffed Douglas with relief. We've had worst, smiled Oliver. We ran at night. Friendly signalmen passed us from box to box when no trains were about. We got on well till Control heard about a mystery train. Then they tried to hunt us down. Well, what did you do? A signalman let us hide on an old quarry brats. Driver, fireman, and guard blocked the cutting with rubbish and levered one of the approaching rails away. We stayed there for days with diesels banging and growling like hounds outside. I was very frightened then. Small to blame you, Douglas said feelingly. Presently, they rumbled over the bridge and onto the Fat Controller's railway. We're home! They can't catch you now. That's wonderful news. Could you please tell Isabel and Toad? Douglas called out the news and heard a very peculiar sound. Douglas was surprised. Oliver chuckled. Haha, that's Isabel, he said. There's a bell on her, you see. She's clever. When we go out together, I pull one way and push the other. When I pull, I can see ahead. When I push, I can't. So Isabel keeps a good lookout and rings her bell to talk to me. You do not say. Douglas was impressed. About this Toad, he continued. Is he? Hold your least, said his driver. Yon's the works. We must slip him in unbeknownst and find a place for Oliver. Douglas tried hard to be quiet. But the night foreman heard them, and had to be told their secret. "I know just the place," he said, and showed them an empty siding nicely hidden away. Oliver said goodbye and thank you, and Douglas puffed away. "Yon's an enterprising engine," he thought. "I would away here with Donald, but I'd have been too afraid to do it on my own."